Welcome, guys. We're gonna get started. Get a pen and paper. We're gonna go over 10 weekend bucket list ideas. Okay, turning on the camera. So I don't know if how many of you are Barnes and Noble lovers. This is the journal that we're gonna be looking at. There I am. Hello, happy Friday. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna get pen and paper. If you came today to share your bucket, we can bucket list ideas. Start writing them down in the comments. Once we get to 10, that's it. We move on. And this actually stopped. That was beautiful. And we go and put them into action. I had mentioned, when I bring this up again, I mentioned why wait till you retire? Let's go with the following here. Okay. Why wait until you retire? Until you have money? There are tons of free 99 stuff in here. Or until you feel successful to start checking them off. There's actually been a couple of blogs about this, and we're going to be looking at this one because on the latest one, I have links to the other blogs that I've talked about weekend bucket lists. And shout out to those who are fans of Downton Abbey. What is the weekend? Now, I'm killing it. Fiona, if you're out there, help me out how you really pronounce it. Or my niece, Claire, or my husband. They could do the British accent. Anyway, in this scene, Michael, who so many of us were so sad when he died, oh my goodness, said, of course I could take care of the estate. In the weekend, have plenty of time. One of the things I love, and you'll see in my blogs, if you follow a blog, please drop the comment below if you do. If you're a reader, thank you. And thank you for joining the live. So he basically, I love everything about this era because it's a less stimulating, less TV, blue lights, distractions, and more being self-reflective of what we really want, what we like. And so the key word is a distraction. And it also reminds me that every day there was downtime, there was leisure, and it could be in those small moments. So I'm going to grab some of these small moments without some, like I mentioned, that we get to plan in long term, and some that could happen in your backyard, in your balcony, anywhere in your house, really. So you could go ahead and grab the kits. Okay, so this is the way, because I'm crazy like this. Anyway, we could absolutely take a look at the list I write in here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read you some that are from here, and then I'm gonna just randomly pick a page from here. And then if anyone's joining, I want to hear your idea, okay? But you are going to walk away with 10 ideas. We are going to put it in our calendar, including myself. So the one that I picked from here, I'm going to get one as well, and I'll put it in the calendar so we get to do it together, okay? Cool. So the ones that I have on my blog are some that I'm planning to do or have done before, okay? So taking a cruise, learning to play an instrument, plant a tree, test drive my dream car, send a message in a bottle, go to a concert of your favorite band, enter a talent show and win, slide down a fireman's pole, make a time capsule and bury it, start a blog and keep it going for a year. So that's just an example on an opening, and that is 10. So if you like those 10, take a picture on it, go. But I actually want to make these 10 bucket lists in our calendar today. This is not rah-rah motivation. That sounds like a great idea. And then you forget all about it. And we're like, oh man, I wish I could retire, have money, or feel successful. So we want to avoid that and get you activated on 10 ideas. So from those 10s, I just want to bring a concept here to stretch the mind a little bit. Okay. So taking a cruise requires advanced planning. Now, here's a thing that it's February. I don't know how many people have given up on their New Year's resolution or are feeling very discouraged. And yes, of course, there's going to be days that you're going to feel like that. But here's something very practical before we get to any of these. Okay. And this is key. So, this is going to require a pen and a paper, right? The ideas are right there. So, if you came for ideas, they're right in front of you. But grab a pen and a paper. And I want everybody to, out of this list or one that you have in mind already, you know what your bucket list is. Okay. Some of you already know one day I want to. Yes, that one. So what I want you to do, and let's make this a little bit bigger. I noticed that that's tiny. Okay, much better. Let's put me smaller, words bigger. I want you to take one of these examples or yours, the one you know already. Pick a monetary one, okay? Let's hold off on free 99 for a second. Pick one that's going to require money. And I want you to write, how can I ever take a cruise? Okay, that's the one that we're going to use as an example. You are obviously going to be using the one that's true to you. Maybe you care less about cruise. I learned some stuff. I have taken a cruise and it was so much fun for so many reasons. And I prefer others. Right now, my thing it's I want to do Amtrak. Okay, but anyway, who cares about what I care? Okay, I want you to focus on what you want. Okay, how can I ever? And then you're going to fill in the blank. Yeah, go ahead and add that exclamation mark. Okay, how can I ever take a cruise? Right, that's the example I'm saying right now. Okay, we're gonna get you into, this is not rah-rah motivation. This is getting you into action. And what gets us into action? It's the thoughts and the things we say to ourselves. So let's open that up. Let's start with that in this exercise. How can I ever take a cruise? Pause. What are the feelings that come when you say, how can I ever take a cruise? If anyone's here, join in the comments. If you're watching the replay, drop it in the comments as well. Okay. How can I ever take a cruise? Wow, it's windy out there. How can I ever, let me see, start a blog and keep going for a whole year? That's 365 days. You crazy? How can I go to a concert of my favorite band? Okay, you wrote it down. What are the feelings? Okay, if you didn't write it down, I'll tell you what my feelings come up when I say ever. It's like, yep, you're right, Patty. It's not going to happen. All right. It's like, I feel hopeless. Here's the jam now. Are you ready for some magic? Okay. And what's trapping us? Okay. And then again, we're putting this to the test. And you go ahead. I want you to take out the word ever. So it's, how can I take a cruise? Or how can I take a cruise? Right? We still have the exclamation mark. Go ahead. Write the new sentence. Or really, basically, just scratch that sucker out. Scratch that ever out. Okay? So remember, you're picking one. All right? I'm sorry I read a few in there, but you're picking one. How can I take a cruise? What happens when you drop that word ever? For me, it shifted from never, ever, hopeless to how can I? As in, Let's come up with the plan. Let's come up with a solution, right? And a lot of things, and this is why I love what I do. It's the words influence feelings and the imagery, right? Like when you said ever, like you saw it far in distance, right? When you took it out, you got intrigued, got curious. The juices started coming up. How can I afford a cruise? Right? And that is basically because words in the short term can influence what we're feeling, like I said, and our thoughts. In the midterm, they those feelings and thoughts turn into the story we tell ourselves, and then the long term, that becomes our reality. It's crazy what words do, right? How long have you been waiting to go on that stinking cruise or that bucket list that you have in there, right? Um, Notice what you have been saying about it. So drop that ever drama language word. Get curious. How can I afford it? Let's get very simple. What is something you could do right now? Literally right now. I'm going to put music. Like seriously, we're stopping this. The 10 ideas are here. So you came here for 10 ideas. They're right there on the screen. Thank you. Goodbye. Woo! See you later. See you next week. We're going to go over another 10. But we're doing this exercise. I still want to go ahead, do one together. Whoever's joining live, whether in YouTube or Facebook, I love to hear more from you. And again, if you're watching a replay and this already ended, it doesn't matter. Drop a comment. I'll respond. Okay. All right. So right now, take some time, 5 minutes, and I want you to write down 5 things you could do right now. I'll give you a hint. Google a cruise, right? I'll give you a hint. Call somebody who's also interested, and not even call, just send them a stinking text. Hey, so and so. Hey, cousin, whatever. Want to go on a cruise? All right. What is something you do right now just to find curiosity, find something? Okay. So go ahead. You have 1 minute. Are you ready? Oh my goodness. And if you already know what you want, you can skip that. We're counting down 1 minute. Hey, Siri, count down 1 minute. Okay. It's going. What is something you won't do? Get curious on that goal. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. Happy Friday, joining. Time's up. Okay, please write down those ideas on the comment, whether you're watching the replay. Okay, text somebody, email somebody. Take 15 minutes after this live or on Sunday to look up some cruises. Okay, and here it is. I did ask you for a monetary goal. We are gonna go with the free 99 in a second. But the point here is that we are dropping those words that are holding us from getting to what we are desiring, to getting curious on how we can do it. And please drop it if that changed anything in you, if it changed the feeling when you drop that ever. And if it led you to curiosity on how you can afford it. I have a video already on this. I might tag it in here that goes along with this. But go ahead and get that going. We're going to go a little bit more into that, but that's how we're going to get started. Let's take this. How can I can't afford it, to how can we afford it? And for those, goals or bucket lists that are going to take time, Sure, they will take time. It will take some planning, or in some cases, some savings. I just kicked my dog, poor puppy. Anyway, so let's get right into the ideas. We're gonna pick. So anyway, that's for monetary gold. Drop that ever. What are 3 to 5 things you could do right now towards that bucket list? We're gonna get more into it, but I'm gonna go into the samples. Okay. Here's some free ones for you from this journal, The Ultimate Bucket List. Okay. Test drive my dream car. Drop your dream car in the comments. What is your dream car? I want to know what your dream car is. My dream car, okay, it's the Range Rover. Oh my goodness. And yes, for those who know me, it's because I love the Queen, most likely because of The Crown, the show. Yeah, I mean, that's really what I know. And who knows how much of that is all it's true. But regardless, I love the car. That car like gives me goosebumps. Drop your dream car. And that is one that I had put in my calendar and got busy with all this moving. Those who don't know, I moved to Orlando from New York City, and I'm ready. And very soon, on the 3 to 5 things of what we can do, one of those things, because this is free 99. Yes, to test. Okay, so I got this idea from Sanjay. I'm gonna tag you in here, Sanjay, because it's you who gave me this idea. I'm like 80% sure. I used to do Primerica, and Sandra was an amazing leader. And if it wasn't you, Sandra, just take the credit, okay? And if it was somebody else, okay, I'm sorry, I picked Sanjay. And the idea was to walk in. Actually, Sandy, I think it is you because I had asked you how you afforded your Lexus. You had a white Lexus. Do you still have the car? I still remember. Say hi to your wife, Karen. Yes. Oh my goodness, the memories are coming back. So I might have asked you how did you afford this Lexus, and you said you go to the dealership and you say, I'd like to speak to a salesperson that I am going to be working in the future, and you give the year, and in 2 years, 3 years, that I'm going to buy a car from, right? That could show me the car. Like you go like honest, right? Like, hey, listen, stop trying to sell anything. If they're a really good salesperson, they will actually ask all these questions and they know who's buying or not. Basically, you go tell the truth. Who can show me? You're letting them know I'm not buying today. I'm gonna buy in the future. Okay. I'm gonna get to that. So you go, you test drive, that person, it's either this guy or this girl, it's a joke. She's not going to do it, but what the heck, it's her dream car. We'll go around. Or it could be, you know what? That's a very driven woman or guy who knows what he or she wants. And who knows, I may have a sale. Okay. What are the chances? Okay. You tell them, listen. So shout out to Sanjay and Karen. Thank you so much. You guys went there, you test drove your Lexus, and you're driving a Lexus. Are you still driving a Lexus? Let me know in the comments below. Okay. So that is one that takes one of the things that I can do, and I have the calendar. I only have one camera today, is to jot it down. So for me, for this goal, it will be the weekend. Here's something for those who are shy. Because one of the actual fears that came up, it's like, oh, I need to go like nicely dressed. I'm not gonna think I'm not gonna go in my white Superstars t-shirt, all these like. So here's an idea I just thought about. You could also email somebody. Okay. So because the email could also schedule you a date and time. That's Sanjay. This is gonna be your idea and my idea. Okay. Yours is pretty bold and like, hey, here I am. I'm gonna bring in the let's make sure I don't go there and waste my time and look crazy. Okay, so you pick. I'll drop it in the comments if this is something you're really gonna do, okay? Because and I have it in my blog in here, somewhere in here at the bottom. Okay, I want to be a pilot, not to commercial planes, but have my own private jet. And I was able to test drive to see if this flying a plane is actually something that I'm going to invest thousands of dollars. And I did it over the weekend, and it was less than $300. Could you imagine me spending years putting the hours, putting the thousands of dollars in investment for me to not like it? What if that Lexus, and actually this is a true story. I test drove my friend's Jetta and I didn't like it. I thought all I wanted was a Jetta. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm gonna get. And I drove it, or I might have test drove. You know what? I don't remember. Sandra, I might have taken your advice. I do remember driving and being so disappointed, right? Imagine you go for that car and it just doesn't feel right. I felt like, and I'm sorry for those who have a Jetta, okay? But it felt a little too square for me. I wasn't like, it didn't, who knows? This could be the Range Rover. Maybe it's a little too uptight for Crazy Patty. Who knows? I'm going to find out. I'll drop it in the comments in here. I'll come back to this one. Okay. All right. So anyway, point being, in your head, you can have like this, that's my bucket list. That's an item I want to do. And why? What if it's not really a good fit? And maybe you just want it because your parents told you, because someone said it, or whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Patty idea, which is to go ahead and email, say the same thing. I'm gonna be buying, and you give them the date, and I'd like to know who can help me test drive it. I'm gonna give them 3 dates, right, or 3 days of the week. And then have them get back to me with the range of the time. And if you work Monday through Friday, I doubt it. Well, maybe you're watching the replay. Then you could do it in the weekend. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And what I'm gonna write down in here is just, I am going to email. Oh my gosh. Okay, with the flying a plane, go to the blog. I show the details of how I flew from Connecticut to Long Island, and how did Jimmy fly from Long Island to Connecticut, and I flew back from Connecticut to Long Island. Yeah, I flew a plane, like I think for a lot of people that's a bucket list, and it was in less than $300. And it was during the pandemic. As you can see, I have like a mask, okay, and I'm still like the happiest person ever. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna put it in the comments. All right, this is accountability 101. Patty is going to email Range Rover dealership to schedule a test. Okay, who's with me? Meaning, do you like that bucket list? Are you gonna test drive your dream car? Oh my goodness, it's so cool. Okay, and I'm gonna reply back to that, and I'm gonna let you know what happened. Okay, cool. So that's one for me. What is it for you if you're watching live? I don't see anybody here, but that's fine. I'm going to be coming for the next 3 Fridays. So if you're watching the replay and you want to be doing some live conversation to get you going, you can join. Okay. All right. So the next thing I said I was going to do, okay, and let me see if I could give another example. So we have the flying a plane. We have the testing of your dream car. And what's one here that's $3.99 before we get to the random one here? Send a message in the bottom. That is so cool. Like, you don't have to put your name on it. Put a message. Write your darkest secret and roll it and put it in and throw it into the ocean. Who knows? That's something really cool. So yeah, that is something that I'm just giving that as an example. enter a talent show and win. Somebody challenged me to do theater while I was in Springfield College, and it changed the rest of my college time at Springfield because that's where I met all my roommates. That's where I got into the YMCA club, and it just literally changed my life from one challenge. From, and you know who you are, Carlita. Do you remember how you went to visit me and then you're like, you should go and try out? And I was like, oh, I think I would. All right. Anyway, I'm in Facebook, so I'm not gonna say which one. DM me if you want details. Okay. What's another free 99 from here before we go here? Slide down the fireman's pole. That sounds so much fun. Okay, with this one, I want to do it with somebody. Okay, if you're interested of coming with me, or if we decide to do it, you in one state, me in another, to randomly pick a fireplace, speak to whoever, and be like, hey, listen, this has been on my bucket list, and I just want to slide down. Can you teach me how? Please and thank you. Okay. All right, so let's do that. Yes, I'm actually gonna write it down before we go to this one. Okay. Slide down a fireman's pole. Who's with me? That would be so cool if we like documented and we take a picture or a video. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay, so for me, myself, and I already got 2 on my list. Okay, the testing the Range Rover and going down the fireman's pole. Okay, I did not. I really wanted to do the one that randomly is from here, but that's okay. This is fun. Go to a concert of your favorite band. Me and Jimmy went to see Coldplay. Guys, it was in San Francisco during the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. It was magical, so magical. We were in Gotzi's, like, woo! I mean, I was most likely holding his hand, and the experience in the cell was it's like it's got no words. Okay. And it was, we had planned the San Francisco trip, right? Had to save money, and it was a curiosity. It was like, what if U2 or Coldplay is playing in California? Jimmy Googled it and he's like, babe, guess what? They actually do have, Coldplay is going to be in concert. I lost my mind. Okay, I lost my mind. I could put a video of that moment. That was a magical moment. Or I could probably drop it in the comments in here. Okay. Cool. You guys ready for the random ones? And again, if you are not here in the live, but you do have an idea, please come the next 2 Fridays. We're going to have more. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take this out because, okay, I hope that your juices, creative juices are flowing. Here we go. All right. Where I stop. So there are 4. So it's like 2 per page. So I'm going to read all 4 and then I'm going to choose one. You're going to choose one if you choose to. Go rock climbing. See a lunar eclipse. Yes! Fried an egg on the sidewalk. And make an investment in something. Oh my gosh. I do have that one in here. That is so cool that it came up. Let's see. You're like, what got Patty all excited? I have it in here, and that is, I know, yeah, there it is. Fry an egg on the sidewalk. Okay, I moved to Florida, and guys, Jimmy has not or is yet to experience the Florida heat. Woo, it's coming. It was like 80 last Sunday, and he was like, oh, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh, what's going on? This is winter. And I'm like, oh boy, it's gonna be a very rough summer for Jay-Z in the house. Okay, fry an egg on the sidewalk. I don't think it's as hot. I think it's high 70s today. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that. I am so far in bucket list number 3. This is so much fun. Again, I think I'm sharing way more than 10 ideas in here. Please like the video, share it with a friend. Fried an egg on the sidewalk. And I'm gonna go for March, April. I'm gonna go in May 2022. I'm sorry, 23. Actually, no. Because if you're gonna do it with me, some of you guys, I'm gonna do it in July. It's gonna be nice and toasty. Okay, who's with me? Okay, the reason why I'm saying who's with me, because guess what? An accountability partner, it's another enemy of procrastination. Okay, so you're watching this during 2023. Please join me. Oh my gosh, accountability. Okay. All right, what else? If you're watching the live or if you are watching the replay, you're gonna go rock climbing. I've done rock climbing. It's not a thing that I enjoy. It's like, okay. I actually thought hiking was rock climbing when I first met Jimmy, because I was such a city girl. He's like, hiking is walking. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go hiking with you. And then we did some rock climbing and like at a place, and it wasn't my thing. I know it's for some of my friends, they love doing that, and kudos to you. Maybe that's something you want to do. What is something that you can do, right? 3 to 5 things you could do towards rock climbing. Can you Google it? Rock climbing near me. Can you call somebody? I'm telling you, accountability buddies. I know. Okay, this is one thing you could do. Okay, I'm new in Orlando, and I've been like slowly getting phone numbers from my neighbors. I have no idea since when I became shy. I finally did get a number, and we set up a doggy park date. It was so cool. Okay, and I'm like, why did I waste so long to get someone's number to set up a time to go play? Hello. Okay, cool. So on the next one, on this one, let me see. I'm gonna pick another one where I'm gonna ask my neighbor. Okay, I am gonna ask my neighbor to fry an egg on the sidewalk, because our dogs most likely eat it like right away. Like this Poppy right here, like loves eggs. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see if I can add this in the comments. Okay. Um, yeah, if you're new and in town, how much fun it is to like grab an idea or mix it up. Maybe it's not an egg. I don't know. Whatever you want to do on the sidewalk. Oh, I just lost it. Nope, it came back. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. So far we spoke about Googling. We spoke about doing research online. It don't take long. Take 5 minutes. 15 minutes. Block it out somewhere. Block it out in your calendar. Okay. We said we're gonna ask somebody, or you may join me. You could email for testing a car. And then the last one, ask a neighbor. Just go that extra mile. Hey, do you want to be weird? Be you. Okay. All right. So let's go for another one. Boom. Okay. This one is, it doesn't have a page, but it has something. This is 400 ideas. 400 ideas. That's a lot of ideas. If you don't like me, that's fine. I want you to go live life to the full. Pause this, get the journal, do it yourself. End of story. Just like the video, please, so we get more people can be exposed to it. Please and thank you. Okay. This one says, make someone's wish come true. That's so nice. Can I say something? One of our friends recently saw the movie. Oh my gosh, now I blanked out on the name of the movie. But here's the scene. As you wish. Okay, if you know the name of the movie, drop it. That was Jimmy when we were dating. Let me tell you, he really made my wish come true, just plainly by him being himself and us having a blast on the weekend. I share this weekend concept, really how it got started in my blog. It's right here in the beginning. It started with Jimmy right here, guys. I'm gonna give him all the props in the world. It took this guy right here to schedule my weekends with tons of fun. Okay. And here's the thing, and I say this in the blog too before you go, oh, I knew I need to go get me a boyfriend to get a bucket list. Wait, hold on, because what I talk about in this blog, it's really benefiting from knowing your values, what you find important. See, I'm sharing some things that you might be like, she's so dumb. Like, I don't get it. That's fine. It's what you find intriguing, what you believe to be important, right? And you go ahead and go and experiment and do it. So at the bottom of all these events or dates that we had, what was most important to us at the end of the day, are you ready? Was this? Was to sit down in front of each other on a cool cafe, grab the mug, drink, and stare each other in the eye. Oh my gosh, are you barfing? I know Valentine's was 2 days ago, and I don't believe in that nonsense. Valentine's Day hasn't even met. Now, Jimmy, on the other hand, it's all about the holidays and things like that. And I'm like, wow. Anyway, that's not for today's life. But what's important, that's what we found most valuable, is like face to face, coffee, jazz, music, and a cozy chair to sit, read, talk. Those are the things that matter at the end of all these adventures. And so, and if you are a reader of our blog, you know that's exactly what really it comes down to, right? It's like, that's what I mean by self-care, my friends, is taking care of what we find important, like in that sense, right? All right, let's go for continue reading this one. Make someone's wish come true. Oh, that's right. That's why I detoured to that story. Fly a private plane, right? Spoke about that. Donate hair to cancer patients. That is pretty cool. I shed so much hair every day. So much. I mean, if I don't clean the bath, and it's funny because today he actually pointed out to me, after me pointing out that he left the towel on the doorknob instead of hanging it, he goes, let me show you something. He opened the shower curtain. He pointed at the hair that I left. Oh no, if you find this gross, whatever, I'm so sorry. Let's keep going. Yeah, I have a lot of hair, so much hair. So that's you know what? I did say I was going to pick one of these four, right? And then the fourth one was enter a contest. So, oh my gosh, am I really doing this? Okay, I am. You know, I have issues, guys. Don't we all? I have issues with a lot of the nonprofit mentality. But anyway, donate my hair to a cancer patient. I'm just going to leave it as that, because regardless of what I believe in, the kind of healing methods that I believe, someone losing hair, I can only imagine what it does to this person emotionally. And I got pretty hair. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comment. You like my hair? Okay. And I got plenty of it. So sharing is caring. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, guys. So what do you think? Drop it in the comments. Make someone's wish come true. Fly in a private plane. Enter a contest. Donate hair to cancer patients or patient. I don't know. You go figure that out. Okay, guys. I am gonna say I have wanted to go 30 minutes. You know, next time I gotta say that and do my little timer in here. So we chose some from the website. Again, there are tons of lists in there. What makes it exciting about the live, and so if you're watching the replay, send me a message, DM me, or join in the next one so we can get excited and actually go through the planning part of it. Okay, because today we touch on how really we could, let me see, do I have it in here? How it's the small short thing. No, actually I have it in here. I wrote it down. It comes down to what 3 to 5 things you could do right now towards it. So now it doesn't become this big, lofty, broad dream, but it's like, hey, I am in forward movement by contacting a few people. I'm in forward movement by finding out how much it is. How can I afford $1,000? Well, you could afford $1,000 by saving $100 for 10 months because so 100 times 10, it's 1,000, right? Someone math check me. Break it down, right? How can I afford? I can afford by saving X amount of money. So I am giving you a little bit more than 10. I am going to stop it right here so we could get more people coming to the next 2 Fridays so we could go down into details. Okay. So what I have done, and I'll do a recap in here, is that I'm sending an email, right? Coming back to those little baby steps. I'm sending an email to the Range Rover dealership looking for a salesperson that's going to help me test drive it. And if I like it, I'm going to buy it in X amount of years, right? I'm going to ask the total of just what that car costs, exactly how I want it. I've bought or leased so many cars that I was not like fully in love with. Like it didn't have the sunroof or wasn't leather, didn't have the dual AC unit. And when I bought like the basic, I was not happy, and I was still paying like $200 to $300 a month for it. Like for something I didn't want. Like go all out, sis, or bro. Go. It's called that bucket list, right? Find out how much it costs. Okay. So if you're going to break it down, is, send an email. If it's a monetary one, find out your full price. You'll be surprised, my friends, of how much money I have wasted of given. And still, I currently am leasing to own this car that I have. And it's not the dream car, right? So but I did decide to keep it because I do love it. It has like, it doesn't have the sunroof, but it's right now going to be the good second car. And I want the Range Rover, or who knows, I might not like it. It might be the Jeep, it might be another car that I'm looking for, but I got started, right? If we're experimenting, we're getting curious, we're testing the waters to see if this is really what I want. Okay, what else is happening here? Again, I'm sharing mine. Hopefully we have some parallel or similar ideas that you could steal and share. Okay, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Things that I could add to this. Sanjay and Karen, please put in the comments. How'd you get the Lexus? Was that you? Are you taking the credit for this story? Take the credit if it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was you. Okay. The Fireman poll, who's with me, make it fun. Go live on Instagram or on Facebook with a friend and record. That's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm afraid, but it's going to be so much fun. Okay, so I'm sure the fireman's not going to let me fall. Okay, and then the other one is frying an egg. Seriously? Well, nowadays eggs are very expensive. So, but my backup plan was to ask my neighbor to go, and then maybe our dogs could eat it if you don't feel like wasting an egg, right? Hey, that's some ideas. There's some creative juices you could do. You could ask the neighbor, and it's like a twofold. It's like you're making a new friend and you're trying something stupid or crazy. Okay. Donate hair to a cancer patient. That got me emotional in a sense, because there's a part of me that believes in a certain type of healing, and chemo and all this crazy stuff. I guess DM me, call me if you disagree, whatever. Point being is that someone losing hair, I can only imagine if I lose my hair, because I love my hair. It's one of the things that I do like. Sure, I get frustrated with my hair, not knowing what to do sometimes, but it is something I appreciate. So I could only imagine. And that with donating a hair could go along with making someone's wish come true, right? Someone lost hair, and then it's giving it back to her or to him. Maybe the patient you're gonna give to is a man. Maybe you're a guy, and you know, because hair is important for him, right? Please, let's not like gender role things. Like it's what, let's stop right and wrong and ask what people desire. This is why I'm here. If you stuck to the end of this live going on for 45 minutes with me, it's because I want people to live life to the full. Why superstars? Because you are. What is a superstar? Someone who's living that life with that spark, that thing that gives you energy, the things, your God-given potential, your strength, and you're applying it every day. You're sharing that with the world. And I want to, and the word, as I said last week, is not motivate, rah motivate, but like get you into actions by certain habits. And then today, as a recap, these habits come in small baby steps, attainable steps, such as emailing the dealership, such as texting your neighbor to do something really crazy and stupid, like throw an egg in the sidewalk, or calling someone you know to go down the fireman's pole, and then doing something that matters, like donating hair and making somebody else's wish come true. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next Friday. Let's start doing these bucket list items during our weekends instead of waiting for retirement, waiting to have money, or waiting to feel successful, whatever you need to feel in order to check them off. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next Friday. Like it, share. I'll see you next Friday at 12:30 p.m. Ciao.